And we back because we catching up, okay? So like I said, I'm gonna kick this off with a poem I wrote, and then I'll jump into the journal entry. So this one's called Realize. And just a fun fact, pretty sure the first poem I had ever written was in 7th grade. I wonder if I still have a copy, I'm not sure, but I remember being hella tight because this girl I was friends with, she ended up, I don't even know how she got her hands on it. Maybe I shared it with her, but she used my poem in one of her classes. After she was like praising me for it, she was like, oh my God, this is so good. And then she goes and tells me that she used it in the class like it was no big deal. It's like, yo, I want to kill this bitch. I'm like, you crazy? I had other issues with her too, where, you know, we both, I guess you could say we went through both like our ugly duckling phase, but mine was more so, I would say, in elementary, and she was still kind of going through that in junior high. I mean, she was just like, you know, like, I guess like skinnier, so I don't know if that's one of the things that bothered her, or like having like thick eyebrows or whatever. I'm not sure what the fuck her problem was, but we all had our shit. And I remember her saying shit like, oh, like, why does this person like you and not like me? And I came up like more than once, and that shit really left a bad taste in my mouth, because I was just like, why are you getting mad at me for? Like, I'm not even doing anything. Like, I'm just existing. Yeah, but she's definitely blossomed into a very beautiful woman, and her kids are just as beautiful. She seems a lot more confident now than when we were kids, but yeah, we're not friends anymore. That friendship like ended a long time ago, but it's totally cool between us. Like, I don't really give a fuck, but I just remember, you know, that took me back to that memory at that time. So I'll get into the poem, and then we'll go into the journal entry. So this poem is called Realize. 6 feet underground, suffocating because I can't breathe. This place is getting cold and dark. Why can't I just leave? Close my eyes and never wake up. That's how I feel. So-called friends say they know that they can help, but then forget the next day. A knife stabbing me inside. That's what I've tried. I feel so depressed and alone. I might as well should die. Bro. I just wish I just like wanna hug Little Ro at that time. That's a lot to digest. All right, so we're gonna go into the actual entry now. So June 27, 2001, Dear Journal. Well, once again, my no-life self, I didn't do shit. At least one good thing happened today. I got to cop Alicia Keys' album. Yo, her album is mad hot. Well, hopefully like in a month or two, I'm quitting McDonald's. I'm quitting McDonald's. Everybody is leaving and the managers are assholes and the pay sucks. I might as well should go. I might as well should go. I feel so alone. I want to leave so bad. So before we pick up from there, it's so funny. It's almost like I manifested this, because literally like almost a month, like exactly a month after this, I quit. I'm sure that's gonna come up in an entry soon enough, and I'll talk about it in more detail, but that's funny. I had no idea that I wrote that down. And to this day, that Alicia Keys album is like, it means everything to me for so many damn reasons. You know, her energy was very similar to mine. I feel like in the way she presented herself, like kind of encompassing like both the feminine and masculinity, and kind of representing New York and that whole vibe and shit. And just the thoughtfulness behind the songs that she chose, and her, just all of it. It was everything to me, because there was nothing else like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure I saw her like on Teen Summit on BET before this. And I was definitely like obsessed with her songs, you know, before the album actually dropped. So it was like really, because as you see, like I think I mentioned it like 2 or 3 times leading up to when I finally found the album. Yeah, so that was my shit. I listened to that heavy. And then one more thing, and then we'll move on, because I said I was gonna quit McDonald's because the pay was shit. I think at that time I made like $5.15, because that was minimum wage. So you could just imagine. You could just imagine what my paychecks looked like back then. So I thought that shit was funny. All right, so we're gonna get back in here. My one and only, so let me reread this last part. So I might as well should go. I feel so alone. I want to leave so bad. My one and only true escape out of this cold and brutal world is this notebook / journal of mine. I can say whatever I want, express myself in any way, and never have to tell a soul one secret of mine. I can just jot it down in my journal. Sometimes when I'm laying down here in my bed, listening to my peaceful music, all I wish I could do is just fall in love and make love and possibly have my dreams come true. Then after that, just end my miserable life. Jesus Christ, bro. I know there's so much I know there's so much to live for, but I need something stronger, something to look forward to every morning, like a love in my life for once. I know I'm only 14 and a half, but nowadays sometimes you have to grow up sooner than expected. Today would definitely be the last phone call I make to Sean. No more. I want to be alone right now. I'd rather be miserable and alone than with a guy that just wants to fuck me. I'm so depressed right now. In this very moment, I feel like bursting into tears and just run out of this godforsaken house. Put a gun to my head and blast, all caps. Set me free. If only I could or somebody else could. Nobody has ever shown that they truly care about me nor appreciated me. So if I were to surprisingly die, sure, some people would cry, but eventually forget, because nobody fucking cares. I can just feel myself falling deeper and deeper each day into this depression of mine. If only one day a miracle will happen and someone will take me out of it. Oh my God. Well, enough. Till then, my dearest journal. Yo, it's so hard to like read this shit because I just like feel for, you know, that little girl at the time, like just feeling like I had nobody to talk to, like no real safe, like emotional space around me. And that's why I think, well, I mean, I'm sure that's obvious, but I think that's why I always like kept saying like, oh, wanting to make love or like have a love in my life, because I listened to music so much and movies as an escape because I wasn't really allowed to hang out with friends. I was on total lockdown, and meanwhile, like, didn't really have anybody else to talk to at home. So like that was like my only escape, was like my music, movies, and journal. So again, you know, you start to like idealize like what love looks like because you don't have a blueprint at home. Or an example, like you don't have any of those things, so you're doing guesswork and you look into all this shit, you know, in songs and in movies, and it's not like a realistic depiction of what love actually is, especially healthy love. So that's what you're seeing play out here, if it's not obvious already. All right, y'all, I'm gonna come right back because clearly I'm doing catch-up work with these entries, so I will see you on the next one. All right, good night.